Hello, everybody, and welcome back to City of Heroes, the Chronicles of Zapp Paladin. This is Kuros Paladin, playing as Zapp Paladin. Yes, the part of Zapp Paladin will be played by Kuros Paladin this evening. I have to get all my paladins straight. There's Power Paladin, and Kuros Paladin, and Zapp Paladin, and yeah, there's a lot of paladins in City of Heroes, but anyhow, this is Zapp Paladin. So, here Zapp is standing in the Ouroboros zone. And how fortuitous, just as we start the episode, the Halloween event has started. So, there may be these occasional messages over here. Peregrine Island is way too high for poor Zapp. That is a 40 through 50 zone. And as you can see, he is only 23. So he's not going to be going to Peregrine Island. But perhaps maybe I'll have an opportunity to participate in one of the supernatural activity, the zombie events as they call them, if it gets into a zone that is more level appropriate for Zapp. And that is interesting. Okay. Maybe that was different instances. Don't know. Alright, we will clear that message. So I wanted to come to Ouroboros and let Zapp perhaps pick up some of the arcs and badges that he missed in the past. That is the point of Ouroboros. So any one of these aspects of the pillar, I believe it would be, may be used. So, approaching aspect of the pillar, you feel your very essence shudder, and like a deep tone at the center of yourself, you feel the aspect hum to life with strange energies. Okay. So here are all the level ranges that he has been through. Hero of the City, this one's kind of a weird one. It kind of covers, I don't know how to describe that. But he's already done Lost and Found and Omega Team Memorial, so he's alright there. But there are some here, like What Was Lost, No More Fears, Lay Down Your Burdens. You know, all of these that don't have a star are arcs in that range that Zapp was not able to participate in. Now, some of them he could not have, because as you can see, this one says Nova Warden, Nova Crusader. I believe that was the ones for if you were a rogue. So you started your character in Praetoria. So there's the ones that are only basically hero. And that would be the ones up here all the way up to the Heart of the Hollows. Now, just to let you know, I will never run this arc again if I don't have to. And as much as I appreciate and love the fact that all of you watch this series, I am not running this arc. Okay? The Hollows arc, ugh, is all I can really say. So, but there's these simple ones, like, rescue the mystic from the Circle of Thorns. There's nothing really terrible or, great about this. I don't think there's a badge, I can't remember, or anything. It's just an arc that could have been run during that period. But I am curious if there were any badge missions that he missed. Now, I do know, like Clockwork Captive, which is one that he got. I believe that badge was... Actually, I don't know if that was... I can't remember now. Wow. It's pretty sad that I can't remember. One of these, though, I can tell you that. Vasilok Wasting Disease. Vasilok have developed a new strain of their wasting disease. Destroy the containers... or Vasilok Plague. There's been a rash of mysterious illnesses in the past few days. As something is done soon, we have a lot of good illnesses connected to the Vasilok zombies. Take the scanning device and use it on any Vasilok. I believe this Vasilok wasting disease. I'm going to go for it. Find and destroy the containers the Vasilok are using to destroy the disease. So, the Vasilok have developed a new strain of their wasting disease. You need to find and destroy the containers Vazalek are using to store the disease. A lot of lives are in your hands today, Zapp Paladin. You only have 75 minutes to destroy the plague containers. And it is telling us right here, when participating in this time zone, your power will be limited to level 19. So what it will do is it will exemplar Zapp down to level 19. He may actually lose some of the powers, or access to some of the powers that he gained after 19. And also his attack strength and so on and so forth will scale down as if though he was a level 19. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to accept that. Now you can also do this, set some limitations in the mission, and I'm not going to do it for this one because this is, I'm almost certain this is a badge mission. And badge missions, this the only reason you would do this is, one, if you're a masochist and you enjoy being limited with not having being debuffed, or enemies are buffed, etc., etc., etc. Or in the non-badge missions, you can earn a badge for completing missions with certain limitations on them. But I'm going to do none. So accept current challenge. Make sure you destroy all the containers, and it will tell you you have now been attuned to the crystal. When you are ready, click and activate the crystal, and it will take you to the appropriate time stream. And it will also take me to, I can't remember her name, but it will take me to Dr. Anne-Marie Engels. And you'll notice now that my timer is going at the moment, but you'll notice over here, level 19, and you can see the Ouroboros logo or symbol behind it. So it's telling us, and if I hover, it tells you right there, exemplard at 19, but experience is level 23. And effectively, it's like I've gone back in time, and you'll notice all my contacts are gone, except for Dr. Anne-Marie Engels. All my inactive ones, in fact, all my detectives. In fact, even my tips, everything has disappeared because it's as if though Zapp will be going back in time, which effectively he will. Now, this is the pillar they're talking about. It doesn't tell you that, but anyhow. And it will take me straight to Anne-Marie Engels, the doctor. And there she is. But it doesn't take me to the mission, which is kind of annoying, which is in Atlas Park. So I guess I should have used the Atlas Park, or the Ouroboros portal, and taken that straight to Atlas, if I had actually paid attention and saw that. But thank goodness, it'll be fairly straightforward because Atlas Park is more or less right on the other side of this war wall. In fact, I like the fact that these signs actually are somewhat accurate, so. One of my things I've always loved about the game is just how the city is laid out. Remember, this was 2004 when it came out. So this concept of breaking a world into multiple zones was still relatively new. City of Heroes was not the first one to do it, but it was still new. And I really do like the fact that it wasn't just these endless horizons that you saw on the edge. They gave a reason for why the zones are segregated from each other, and it's the war walls. Okay, so we are going to go, and it looks like kept all of his powers, which is good. I could possibly ghost this mission. You hear the faint moaning of Vazalek. Vazalek. And of course the wonderful sepia monochromatic, because you're going back in time. So, but otherwise, this is the mission, that anybody would get. So even though he is level 23, well, no, actually he's 19. And I really despise Vazalek. I'm not a big fan of Vazalek. But here we are. So, thankfully they're dumb as bricks, because they are zombies. And I probably could actually sneak through them all with stealth, because they have terrible perception. But doing fairly good. Oh, there's one right there, though. See, like, right there. It did not even notice me standing right next to it. It is one thing I do like about the game, that they do, you know, different critters have different perception. I can't remember if in the Nemesis missions that Zapp has done so far, you may have noticed the snipers, the Nemesis snipers, which have phenomenal perception, and they will spot you from, like, you know, 60 yards away. No matter, even if you're stealthed or invisible, they will still see you. So anyhow, enough about that. Let's go ahead and take out some zombies. Actually, I wouldn't call these zombies. They're more like Frankenstein creatures. Dr. Vazalok just is one of those weird people that, you know, he has created these abominations. If you look closely at those, I think they're literally called abominations. They're just like pieced together things. And the other thing, of course, when exemplar, you can still earn experience, which is kind of cool. But the worst thing about these abominations is they vomit on you. And oh my gosh, it is such an annoying attack. Because it just is. It's like a damage over time, poison toxic. And it's a really annoying attack. And poison is a difficult damage to resist. So I'm going to ignore those up there. And I'm going to ignore over there. I think I saw some. In the interests of time, I'm just going to head over here because I believe that's where the objective is going to be. Oh, actually, no. I'm looking for 3 of them, so they could be anywhere. Dang it. Okay. So there could even be in this little area over here. Oh, well, there's a Reaper. Oh, now that... I don't know if that's new. I don't remember if I ever saw them throw that body bag down before. It always seemed to be they just... Oh, hello! It always seemed to be they just kind of... The body bag just kind of despawned. Ow. These guys, I think... That hatchet may have a slow on them, so if they hit you, it slows your recharges. But nothing. Oh, I see a blinky over here. When I play the game this way, I have to have the volume turned down, so that obviously it's not coming through the microphone. So it's difficult for me to sometimes hear those glowies. Only need 2 more, though. Even ran the wrong direction. That's how dumb they are. They really are like dumb as bricks. But they're like no brain, all brawn. Okay, nothing here. Another Reaper. Now these guys have better perception. It's the abominations that are the ones that are dumb as bricks. Oh, and I did the wrong attack. I meant to snipe that first. There we go. Now, I haven't run across one yet, but there is a particular critter. Vazalok. Anyhow, there's a particular critter in the Vazalok that's called the... never did know how to pronounce it. Eidolon or whatever. Sorry, I do not know this pronunciation. But they're really annoying because they use radiation attacks that are debuffs. There was the vomit. It's projectile vomit. Right there. Boom. Blah. So you can see it's some damage over time. And then they got a pretty nasty melee as well. Oh. Sorry about that. And then you can see the flies flying around. That's the Vazalok wasting disease, which is a debuff. So when they even get near you, you get that debuff. And I do hear another blinky. So yeah, once I have all these enhancements, you know, single origin enhancements, and the Vazalok aren't as nasty, or as difficult, I should say. Alright, I am familiar with this weird, twisty figure 8 map, so I'm going to hover up here. Okay, yep, there's something right around the... Oh, an embalm... Oh, but it's like a level 10. I think that's the maximum level those get to. So what they'll do is they'll run up next to you and then they'll explode. You may notice there's a bomb strapped to its back. In fact, it won't even bother me because it's 9 levels below. But yeah. Smack. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of this plague container. Boom. And yay, it just tells me where the last one is. A quality of life feature that took them, I forgot how many issues to finally introduce. It's like, okay, you only have one objective left. Here's where it's at on the map. Is it cheaty? Not really. Bing! Yay! Recipe found, and then we go back to the sepia tone, monochrome, and their badge earned. Some reward merits. And yep, congratulations, you earned the Plague Stopper badge. Badge, whatever the heck that was. I'm not southern. And congratulations, that is something that is wonderful, because there are people like myself who are completionists. We have to have all the badges. But it is so easy to outlevel those early badges. And then there was just no way to ever get back to them. So Ouroboros was a wonderful introduction. And Ouroboros has its own arc as well. That's standalone. It's new content. It's not just all about going back and picking up lost missions. There's also a theory that is pretty much not a theory anymore, that Ouroboros is a certain NPC villain's redemption, or maybe not. Maybe because it's Lord Nemesis. Oh, darn, I thought that was a plague event. The sky looked like it was a plague event. Let me get her selected. There we go. So Lord Nemesis is the Grand Master or whatever of Ouroboros. And the running joke in City of Heroes is it's all a Nemesis plot. Because Lord Nemesis is one of those people that, you know, you might be 20 steps ahead. Lord Nemesis is like 150 steps ahead. And he manipulates everything. Um, and it's, you know, maybe that's part of how he ended up being this lord of time and such. That he's the one, because if you go in, you'll find a character, NPC contact, whose name is Mender Silos. And it didn't take long for people to figure out that that's just an anagram of Lord Nemesis. So, boom, there you go. Vasilok Wasting Disease. I can breathe much easier knowing that the threat of the Vasilok Wasting Disease has been eliminated. My friend, you have impressed me with your commitment to Paragon City. My lab techs have developed a number of gadgets that I think you might find quite intriguing. And please don't hesitate to call the lab. I'll always make time to talk to you. And thank you, Doctor. I appreciate the gadgets, but I've way out-leveled your, way out-leveled your store. In fact, you won't even talk to me now. Yep. So, and as you can see, Zapp has returned to the present. So he doesn't actually step back in time until he goes into the mission. So it's nice that it's removed from the public area of the game. He only goes back in time when he goes into the mission. So there you go, folks. There's like a first run-through of an Ouroboros flashback mission. We're going to return to Ouroboros. I love that logo, that Ouroboros Infinity. The twist, quite literally, on the Ouroboros logo, or symbol, I should call it. Hey, look. Some creative costuming there. So, you know, I'm curious. I'm going to check and see what else I might be able to run. Oh, and with all that I was just referring to, so up here. Here we go. Mender Silos. Greetings, Zapp, Paladin. I hope you appreciate the gravitas of our mission. Oh, I guess I could have done ask about. So, Mender Silos, leader of Ouroboros. Ouroboros' ability to time travel is entirely the work of the brilliant futurist Mender Silos. He was the one who founded the group, brought its members back in time, and is attempting to save everything. He is a stoic leader who seems to have the ability to look right through people as if they weren't there. The other members of Ouroboros say that this is because when Mender Silos looks at you, he sees every when you ever were and will be. Silos speaks little of his own time, only to say it is a cold, dark place where all that is living is too quickly burning out. So, and last but not least, if you ever run across, I think this is last issue, Zapp did take on a fake nemesis, and, well, the head and hair, that's identical to the fake nemesis. Nemesis? Whatever. So, that's Lord Nemesis. Just admit it. Maybe a different timeline Lord Nemesis, but it's Lord Nemesis. Let us go ahead and see what else the aspect of the pillar has. So if I go back here, you'll see, boom, Vasilok Wasting Disease, and got it. So the rest of these, I can't remember which ones are badge missions or not. Keeper of Peace, let's look. I lost my daddy. That's the Penelope... Bah! Penelope Yin. Very important character. And I skipped her arc. I did this one. You may remember this arc, and you can see it's finished. And I did the one Buried Past after it. But I managed to somehow skip this. Oh, and by the way, these numbers over here, these are the issue that it was released in. If you're wondering what that is. So it was issue 8. I can't remember what the sub number is. Now I could pick this up. We're already 24 minutes in. But this would be all I could do until I finish this. You can't... if you start one of these arcs, you have to finish it or drop it. So what I might do next issue is go ahead and fill in that missing gap. And if you do remember this arc, and you do remember this arc, which I think was 2 issues ago, then now you'll know what was in between. But I don't think I'm going to do that now. And then you can see here we have Neutropolis, Neutropolis. Those are all if you were a rogue. So I forgot to look. So old woman named Devore. Oh no, I can't. Okay. So I lost my daddy. That's like the only one I missed. Okay, in that range. So back up here. Bonefire. I think that's an arc. That's like pollutant plot. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I am not seeing. There's one that a lot of people want. I can't remember the name of it. You have to rescue a mystic. The Mystic. Is this it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. This is a badge mission that everybody wants because it's a badge that's necessary for a future accolade. I should have read that mission text. My apologies. Actually, we can do that here. Did I not take it? I guess I didn't. Okay. A local fortune teller called Halana has been reported missing, but she's left us a clue to her fate. According to the reading she gave the day before she disappeared, she was destined to be kidnapped by a cruel circle mage known as Tarsus. Can you rescue Alana from the Circle of Thorns? I'm sure fate will smile on you if you can. If you can't, I think we'll have to consider this mission a failure. I've got an extra emergency teleporter for you to take her just in case. So yeah, let's go ahead and rescue her. Oh, that's why I just closed this. We're not going to select any of these again, except that. Leave. And I just blew right past that again, didn't I? Here we go more. Halana has a reputation for being very accurate. Who knows what the Circle could do with the information she provides. Okay. So that is in Perez Park. I don't have a direct route to Perez Park from Ouroboros. So we'll just go straight back to where that contact is, and that is fine because Perez Park is right there, only 473 yards away. Now, only level 14. So Steel Canyon is scary again. Very scary. Even Perez Park might be a little scary. No, Perez Park won't be too scary because I think it maxes at 14. So, not scary, but you can't just fly willy-nilly everywhere. And of course it's on the opposite end of the zone. But thank goodness it's not in the maze. Oh gosh. Oh, and there you go, yep. So you can see he has lost access to Tesla Cage and Stealth. So that's gonna be annoying that he doesn't have Tesla Cage anymore. Such a long trip. There actually is a power that you can click that takes you straight to the mission door. Costs 10 million influence. If I remember, Zapp is a little bit shy on that. Yeah, he only has 896,000. Boom, and then this is where we go back in time. You catch the sight of a robot figure, or a robed robot figure, a robed figure in the darkness. You may be close to the Circle and the missing fortune teller. So I can't ghost this. I was hoping I could ghost it. Oh, these things. These hordlings. Already knocked me down, okay. Boom. At least they're only in pairs. So all I have to do is find her and lead her out. And of course, I'm going to use the pessimistic route. I'm assuming she's a longer distance, and watch. She won't be. Oh, I hate these. I really despise these things. Thankfully, they're susceptible to energy attacks. Okay, 2 misses in a row, 3 misses in a row. Yeah, I really don't like the spectrals. They have a nasty minus accuracy. Okay. Hey, there's got to be something in here. There we go. I was going to say, this can't be entirely empty. Oh, and there's Farison. Boom, down in one shot. Sniper shot. Best reason to play a blaster. And I was wrong. She wasn't this way. Okay. Oh well. Always look around corners. We have an archer and a hardline hurler. She's already seen me, hasn't she? She's just standing there. Yep. Boom. Can I get that hardling now? I don't know. What does this do? I can't remember. I missed. It doesn't matter. I missed. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh dear. So what was this again? Confiscated beanbag. Oh, that's the one that stuns. Okay. Let's see me showing me where she's at. Okay. Yep, there she is. Okay. So a Madness Mage and a Spectral Follower. I am going to take the Madness Mage out first, because they have mezzos. So hopefully I hit. Boom, one shot. And boom, one shot. Okay. Now, I'm going to wait until that debuff is gone, because from experience, spoiler alert, I know we're going to get ambushed. I need your help getting out of here. Okay. Or maybe I won't get the ambush. Come on. Don't dilly-dally. Okay. Maybe I'm not going to get the ambush. Oh, there it is. I knew it had to happen. She does help, though, so... Oh, she confused it. Aha. Too bad there's nothing else for it to attack, though. Okay. Come on. Just 50 yards to go. Come on, Alana. Bing! Okay, I'm just gonna exit now. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the ambush. Just walk out the door, and they don't even follow. Or I'm in a different time now. Badge earned! Yay! So earned the Spelunker badge. And that's one of those badges that is critical for an accolade in the later game. So. Alright. I think this is a good spot to end the episode. So, folks, I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you enjoyed the game. Can I call? I cannot call Dr. Trevor Seaborn. And if you ever get a chance to play it, you should give it a shot. It's free to play. It's a lot of fun. It's you know, what you make of it out of your character. You can role play the heck out of it, or you can play it straight game, whatever you want. There's even servers that are strictly with a whole bunch of role players on it. So if you really enjoy that, you can get onto one of those servers. I can't remember which one it is. Everlast, I think. But if you do join the game, shoot me an invite. My global is the Paladin, and I hope to see something from you. And maybe we can even hang out for a little while and go through some missions. And everybody, I hope you have a good time watching the video and you take care of yourself and be safe. And I will see all of you in the next issue of the Chronicles of Zapp Paladin. Take care and bye.